wins than expected last season, and obviously they're the favorites to win the AFC North. Look who's here. Dan Orlovsky in the house. Good to see you, my friend.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Stephen A., I'll start with you. Are the Browns being overhyped?
Yes. Yes, they are. And it's very, very simple to me. You can talk about their talent all they want to. There have been plenty of teams in NFL history that has had big-time talent, and they haven't lived up to expectations, particularly in the NFL. It could be an injury. It could be friction with the coaches. It could be a lot of things that get in the way. For example, take the Steelers. Look at the talent that they had on there last year. They didn't even make the playoffs. Think about the years that they've had Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown there together with Big Ben Roethlisberger playing lights out. They didn't make a Super Bowl. They didn't win a Super Bowl. I'm talking about with those three guys. You look at the Cleveland Browns. We know they can play as individuals. Odell Beckham Jr. is a superstar talent. Jarvis Landry can ball. He's no stud. I like Nick Chubb. When Kareem Hunt, I'm on the record, I think Kareem Hunt cost Kansas City a title. I think if he wasn't put on the commissioner's list because of obviously his off-the-field transgressions, I don't think New England goes into Kansas City and wins that AFC Championship game because I don't think Kansas City start out as flat in the first half as they did with Kareem Hunt on the field with them, with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and those boys, of course. I don't believe that happens. So when you look at them, and then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Vernon there now, you got Jerry, you got these boys that can play, you got Denzel Ward, who I'm a fan of. Talent-wise, I know they got the talent. But can you make the playoffs first? I got people talking about potential Super Bowl. I don't want to hear that. You've been in the playoffs since 2002. Your coach is a rookie coach. He's a rookie coach. He's going up. I'm sorry, this is his first time as a head coach. I'm like, what am I missing? Can they win a few games and make the postseason? That's all I ask.
I'm trying to rain on Cleveland's parade. By the way, the dog pound is so real. The culture of football in Cleveland is so real that the reason they still have a franchise called the Browns, that was a grassroots.
Have you ever gone to one of those?
I have not.
Thank you.
That is a grassroots campaign by the fans to get, once the team left. Yeah. To basically get a franchise there called the Browns, who is allowed to appropriate the history and everything.
I would like to toot my own horn by reminding our audience. Not only was I in Cleveland for the game, their very last game when they went to Cleveland before they moved, I spent the game. I was right for the Philadelphia Inquirer. I spent the entire game.
The dog pound.
In the dog pound.
Right. And what was that
last game?
And what was that like?
Right in.
Man of the people.
It was unreal.
Right.
It was special.
No one's better than Stephen A.
So stop raining on their parade. Let me tell you something.
I'm not raining on their parade. I'm raining on yours.
To appropriate a line, actually, it's the title of a song from an L.A. rapper, the late now, unfortunately, great Nipsey Hussle. Might as well give him the keys to the city right now. Shout out Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, rest in
Look,
peace.
this team won 7 games last year. You think Baker Mayfield cares about how long it's been since before he got there and they won? They won 7 games with Hugh Jackson as the head coach, completely dysfunctional, and it was with a tie. I mean, that's almost an 8-win season with a tie. You tell me they can't basically add a game in the win column, shift that tie
Hugh Jackson got fired
in the win
Greg
column?
Williams, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Greg Williams there. Hugh Jackson got fired, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying that half the season, Baker Mayfield's throwing into the tightest possible windows. Now look at what you got. Just think of how they played after Hugh Jackson left, the fact that they wound up with 7 games. Now you're giving Baker Mayfield, in addition to Nick Chubb and Jarvis Landry, that's an excellent. If Nick Chubb's your lead running back, you're great. That's excellent. That's just an excellent guy. I remember watching him. I remember watching a Georgia game in college. Wait, boy, Todd Gurley is as good as they say. Oh, he was hurt. That was Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is real, real good. Jarvis Landry's real, real good. But Kareem Hunt is better, and Odell Beckham
can't believe they have him too.
Odell Beckham Jr. You realize what's his name is the third-string wideout.
Callaway?
Callaway's your third-string wideout. You have a talented tight end. You have talent all over the defense, and you have a big money-making, like a money-on-the-line type quarterback.
Onions.
With stones. You mean to tell me they can't increase by 2 games, take a tie and turn it into a win and win 1 extra game this year? They're going to do it.
Dan.
Mark it down, 10 wins.
Let me get in on this a little bit.
Yeah,
so
please.
are they overhyped? No. And this is why. So first of all, the most important person in the NFL organization is a quarterback. You have the quarterback coming last year that broke the rookie touchdown passing record of Peyton Manning's. Now you've added Odell Beckham. Everyone knows how great he is, but let's just remind him. Fastest to 5,000 yards receiving. Most catches through his first 50 games.
With Eli as his quarterback.
Second in yards. So you're getting a talent added to an offense that when Freddie Kitchens took over, who had the best offense in the NFL last year after Freddie Kitchens took over? The Cleveland Browns. So now you've added the most dynamic and big play weapon threat in the NFL. So let's look at the offensive side being so good and then go to the defense where they struggled at last year. Okay, fairly so. Steve Wilkes, their defensive coordinator, who everyone wants to make fun of because he only had 1 year in Arizona as the head coach.
Actually, they don't want to make fun of him. They thought he got hold.
But some people mock the fact that he was
been given a better chance
fired
in
after
Arizona.
1 year.
Right.
Yes. Since he's kind of just been in a defensive coordinator or impactful defensive coach role since 2011, he's had one defense not be in the top 10. So you're getting a coach that knows how to coach defenses. They've added Sheldon Richardson. They've added Olivier Vernon. Ward's going to come back and be healthy. So that defense is going to be better. But I look at this team and go, not only are they talented, but they've got roots in their general manager. John Dorsey is an incredible drafter. So to give up the first-round pick, oh, man, we don't have that this year. Second and third-round picks because they got a second and a third this year. What he's done as a general manager in the last 5 years in second and third-round picks, he got some guy named Travis Kelce in the second round. I heard he's pretty good. 2015, they got Steven Nelson, who just signed for $20 million in Pittsburgh, and Morse, who just signed in Buffalo as a center. He's a second rounder. They got some guy named Nick Chubb last year in the second round. So you got a talented team. You got a good coaching staff. You got a general manager that knows how to draft. You got a weakened Pittsburgh Steelers. You got a weakened Baltimore Ravens. And you got a Cincinnati rebuilding. The hype is real.
And let me say
The
one
hype
more,
is real,
let me
but
say
not
one
too
more
hyped.
thing about this, Stephen A.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, quite the case, Dan.
It is.
I'm buying in.
I'm going to retort, but Max wanted to jump in, so let him jump in.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I didn't say they lack talent. I didn't say that John Dorsey
said they're
was
overhyped.
Excuse me. My point is about them being overhyped. Can they get there first?